All right, so it's time to get some questions answered.
By the way, you can check us out live on www.forimmigration.com. Twitter us on Spar Bernstein. Facebook us, Spar Bernstein. I've gotten a whole bunch of people asking immigration questions on our Facebook page. We've been answering them all.
Nobody listens to Squeeze.
What?
You remember how long ago I told you that we should be taking questions on Facebook?
Well, we're starting to do it now. I listen to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, man.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. If I didn't listen to you, I wouldn't be in this
cast.
Yes.
Right. You'd be walking around with a bum leg instead of a surgically operated odd leg.
And fixing it.
And right. So you should be thanking me.
Yeah, I can thank you for a
1
lot,
year.
man.
1 year from now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
okay,
that
when
was
you
good.
can do the bicycle kick in the soccer game, you'll be thanking me.
There you go. Right. All right, let's answer some immigration questions. Once again, folks, he's the attorney. I'm the so-called broadcaster. Not a so-called broadcaster. I'm the broadcaster. Let's get to the phone lines right now. Once again, folks, the number is 888-317-2346. We've got our super engineer, Ramon Spaulding, in the building. And also, of course, Candace Maynard. Of course, our loyal engineer slash everything. Let's take the first call. Hello, caller. Brad Bernstein is ready to answer your questions. What is it?
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Bernstein. Squeeze, what's up?
What's up, babes?
I would like some information. I'm going to be straightforward. My mom filed for my sister in 2007. She was in Jamaica. She got a visa and she came up and she didn't go back down. What is the best way to go about that?
She's been here how long now?
Excuse me?
How long has she been here?
2 years now.
Okay. Now, your mom filed for your sister. She's over 21, I assume?
Yes, she is.
And your mom's a resident or a citizen?
She's a citizen.
How did your mother originally get her green card? Was it through you?
No, her sister filed for us.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yes.
And when the sister sponsored you umpteen years ago, which was your aunt, it was well back in the 80s or the 90s when that case started? When did that case start?
Yes, I think so. It was a long time ago because I think it took 10 years.
Right, but what did it started in the 80s?
Yes.
Okay. How old is your sister who came up?
She's 31 now.
Okay, so when your aunt, who is your mother's sister, started this sponsorship back in the 1980s, the sister who is up in the United States at the present time, she was under 21, right?
Yes.
Sounds like it.
Yes.
Right, she was included in that case. Well,
But
what
she was included.
what needs to be done is you need to come in to see me. We have to do what's called a Freedom of Information Act request to get a copy of all those old immigration records from the 1980s. Okay, from when the initial sister-to-sister petition was filed.
Right.
We will show that your sister, who is now overstaying, I don't want to get all the sisters different confused, the 31-year-old who has now overstayed, was included by law on that case. But apparently, by the time the case came through, she was already over 21. What the law says is for her to get her green card in the United States now, based on the 1997 petition, she has to show that she had an approvable case filed prior to January 14th, 1998. Which she did. She was a derivative beneficiary of an F-4 visa petition filed in the 1980s. She was under 21 at the time. As long as I can show that, is she good to overstay? Well, it's never good to overstay because you're a deportable alien.
Right.
But she's good to get her green card here at the end of her case, presuming immigration doesn't get their claws on her between now and then, and she's eligible to pay that penalty fee and adjust her status because, as we call in the business, the immigration business, she is considered grandfathered in.
Right.
Oh.
So she's good.
So what I would suggest you do is set up an appointment, come in, see Brad Bernstein. You can sit down with him or any of the other attorneys. If you prefer to see him, just make that clear. And have him go through everything with you. And I'm quite sure that Brad can do an excellent job on this case. All right?
I know that. All right. Thank you, guys.
Right.
Where are you guys from originally?
Excuse me?
Where are you from originally? Guyana? I'm going to take a guess.
No, Jamaica.
Jamaica. Oh.
Yad.
It sounded like a Guyanese
Not to me.
accent. No?
No.
See, that's why I said I'm taking a guess.
Okay. So you know the number?
Yes, I do. I know everything. I listen to this every day.
All right.
at
Make me
work.
proud. What's the number?
It's 1-800-LAWYER.
You have made me proud. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right?
All right, thank you.
All right. So get
Have a
everything
nice
sorted and then let's go to Jamaica. All right?
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. Once again, folks, it's Link Up Radio. Everyone out there, you can now call the number 1-800-529-5465. In a few minutes, Brad and I, we will actually walk over to the customer service. I like the fact that we've been doing that.
Yes.
Because we go over
the
there,
thing.
we
take
see
one or two
everyone on the
calls.
phone lines.
Right.
You take a couple of calls, which
Right.
is very nice of you.
I elbow the person and say, "Get out of here! I'm
Yep.
sitting in this seat
You
now."
sit down, you take a couple of calls,
Right.
and that's very nice. I like the customer service that you've
Yes.
stepped up.
We have.
You know, and I like the hospitality that you have
Right.
also stepped up.
Right.
And another thing
Because you know what happens now is when you call my office and you talk to that person on the 1-800 number, and you go through your issues and problems and whatever. When you come into that office, most likely you're going to meet that person who you spoke to on the phone.
Right.
That's going to be the first person.
And
you
something
meet.
else that I've seen you have put in place is that anyone after the people have come to your office for help or service,
Right.
and they leave,
Right.
you actually have someone call to follow up,
just to make sure they're
just
all
to make
the
sure they're
answers were-
okay, they
right.
got all their answers.
Right, if they
were
have
they
any other
happy,
issues.
were they not happy?
Right.
Because
Sometimes
because you can't see everybody.
That's right. And sometimes we get back. I had an issue. I had this,
Right.
and we resolve it.
Right.
We don't want people leaving mad and then
Right.
nobody rectifies something. And then we
Absolutely.
also like to know that we did things right.
And transparency is also good because
Right.
you actually take the time out to explain to people that
Right.
when they actually come to you,
Right.
they're getting a service. They're getting your time. That's what
Correct.
they're paying for. They're
You're
not paying for a green
You're not
card.
paying for a green
They're not
card.
paying for a passport.
It's not like you go and you go to the TV store and I buy a
Yes,
big,
you're
nice,
not-
flat
exactly.
screen TV,
No.
and you expect that TV to work, and if it doesn't work, you're returning it.
Right.
Unlike that, this is a service. It's not a product.
Right.
So the service you're hiring me or you're purchasing is you're purchasing the service of my time.
Right.
And what is my time worth? My time is worth X amount of dollars
Right.
if you want to hire it.
Right.
And you're hiring me for my expertise. Now, just because I have expertise in a certain field, such as immigration, or Michael has certain expertise in criminal defense, or Adam has certain expertise in
Personal
family
injury
law or
and family.
personal injury,
Right.
that doesn't mean that that's a guarantee your case is won.
There are no guarantees in
Right.
life.
You can't. Just like we say in the beginning, at the end, and every lawyer is, if you hear any lawyer's advertisement, if they are doing it by the book, they have to say prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Or they could lose their license.
That's right.
Right.
So, and that's true.
Yep.
All right, because no lawyer can guarantee an outcome.
None.
All a lawyer can do is say, I've done this before. I've been successful doing it before. I believe I should be successful doing it again, but I
Right.
can't
Guarantee.
guarantee you.
Right.
And most of the times, we are. But they are not successful. If anybody was successful 100% of the time, okay, there's only one person I know who has been successful 100% of the time. And he is now in jail 125 years. His name is Bernie Madoff. He was successful year after year making people money.
Right.
Even people who invest
Right.
don't make money year
Right.
after year after
Right.
year
Yeah, right.
unless they're doing something fraudulently.
Right, exactly.
Okay? So if I was successful 100% of the time,
Then something will
I
be wrong.
guarantee you something is up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, something is up. All right. So the fact that and I'm not saying we are successful 99, 95%. I don't know, but I can't give you an exact number.
Your stats
Just
are
about
very high. Right.
very, very high. Just about every time. But people.
But if you were successful
and
100% of the time,
the reason
if you made everybody happy 100% of the time,
I would be doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. And Bernie Madoff made everybody happy 100% of the time. He's now in jail 125 years. So the point is this, okay? And I'm saying this for the few
if
people.
he dies and come back, he'd have to go back to jail.
I don't know. I don't know what that happens.
Anyway, go
actually
on.
no. But the point I'm trying to make is there are some people
Mm-hmm.
who come in, and their expectation is,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm paying you this money, do you guarantee me that I will get X, Y, Z? And I get that question more often than I probably should get that question. I get that question probably once a week. I should never get that question. And the reason I should never get that question is I can't guarantee you.
But hence the reason
Right.
why you have really been very, once again, transparent
Right.
with explaining to folks
Right.
on the air, off the air.
Right, and then people say, "Well, then why should I hire you?" Well, you're hiring me because I believe I'm giving you your best shot of getting.
I think you are the best bet. and the
I'm
best
giving
shot.
you your best
However,
shot. Right.
let me just say this to everyone that's out there listening, and listen to me. This is Squeeze right here. When you take your hard-earned money and you go and sit down with an attorney, if that attorney tells you that they're guaranteeing you, run, please do.